Before I begin, I want to say this. I had a lot of hatred and bitterness in my heart, when I first started doing these videos. And you can see it, It's not like I was hiding it, I was hurt. Here it is. I got into an organization and I started finding out the truth about the organization, and it hurt to know that I was fooled. And I remember the W used to say this all the time. He used to be like, if Dr.York is tricking us and all of this is fake, I can at least say I've been fooled by the best. And I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know whether he was trying to tell me, the W that is, he was trying to tell me back in the days and that. I don't know. But I don't feel like I've been fooled by the best. I feel like I've been fooled by a person that had malicious thoughts and that truly wanted to hurt people instead of helping them. So these videos from 20 to 25 is not here to bash the Nuwaubians. It's here to tell my truth and to let people know that's trying to be a part of the Nuwaubian nation what to expect. It's just that plain and simple. So, bad eating habits. You would think that the master of the universe, the master teacher, Pt.21, would actually be in good health, good shape. And he wasn't. Right before he was arrested, he was pretty much obese. Not morbid obese, but just fat. And I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to be funny. I know those that were near him can attest to that. He had gained weight. And he had gained weight. One year we went down to Savior's Day. It looked like he was in good shape. You know what I'm saying? That's when he had cornrows. And then fast forward a year or two later, he just blew up. So it's like, how can an organization say that they're about black people? How can an organization say that they have the master teacher that's leading them, but their master teacher's in poor shape, poor health? And we all know, and this is just a fact. I'm not saying anything to be malicious, disrespectful, or anything. But before his mother passed away, she was taking prescription pills. I know because I was sending her money for that. And I always wondered why they didn't, give her herbs. But I would send Z.York, his sister, the money to help out far as her getting her prescription pills. So the whole organization, the master teacher, Pt.21, also known as Dr.Malachi Z.York, as well as his mother, was in poor shape, poor health. I told you in part 20 what we were going through. Our bookstore. All of us went to go see this herbalist called Marge. All of us. And she used to do this test on us, right? I don't know what it is. She used to tell us to hold our arm up like this, and she would grab our wrist like that. And then she would take her other hand and point to the internal organs, right? And she would say, bad, if it was your heart, bad, or lungs, bad, kidneys, bad. And all of us had problems. Nitro, the W, Sal, Show, all of us had problems. By the end of the day, when we walked out of that herbal store, we had purchased like $100 and something worth of herbs because we were just in that bad of a shape. Most of us, with the exception of me, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. But most of the Nuwaubians didn't have a mate. So, Show, Sal, Margot, Nitro, they didn't have a mate. They didn't have anyone cooking for them. Me, on the other hand, I always, cook for myself. And if I didn't, I had a mate at that time. And we were eating like salmon. We were eating flounder. We weren't eating no beef. We weren't eating no. We had filet chicken. We weren't eating pork. But the other members, they were going out to eat almost every day. And the thing of it is with the Nuwaubian nation as a whole, like take for example, it was this dude I used to go visit when I, would go to my father's house in Jamaica, Queens. It was this dude that used to be in Parsons subway station, right? And right off of Jamaica Ave. And he would be downstairs and it would just be him. He would sell books all day from sunup to sundown. Now this man had to catch the J train from Bushwick all the way to Jamaica Avenue every day. And I'm talking about like he had one of those dollies and he would load up bins of books and tapes and DVDs and CDs, oils and incense, right? And he would sell the Dr. York's books or products or whatever from sun up to sundown, right? And I used to, I asked him like, yo man, how do you eat? You know what I'm saying? So he said, I get somebody to go get me something to eat. And that something to eat was pizzas, French fries, Chinese food. We were just in poor health, poor shape. And you all know that. You Nuwaubians are also known as Sabians out there. A lot of you all, as of today, don't have time to sit down and eat a nutritious meal. And it's crazy, being that Dr. York is the master of the universe or the master teacher, however you want to put it. It's crazy that he only wrote two books. Really one. He wrote one book that I know of called the Pt.21 Helpness book. And it really didn't build on really eating, a healthy, nutritious meal. I never knew about alkaline water or alkaline foods until I met Dr. Sebi. Now, how can the master teacher, the master of the universe, overlook alkaline foods and alkaline water? But anyway, the Pt.21 Helpness book was basically, practicing perfect hygiene. If you had dreadlocks, make sure that they're clean. Make sure that your if you wear braids or whatever type of hairstyle, that it was clean and neat. It built on the woman's menstrual cycle, and that you need to make sure that you wear, I think it's pads, if I'm not mistaken, instead of tampons. So it didn't really build on like the nutritional part, the, good eating habits. It didn't. The other book, I think it was 3 doctors that wrote a Nuwaubian medical guide book or something like that. That really didn't talk about health. And it's crazy that you would think this organization would be about health, and it wasn't. When we were in the bookstore, nobody exercised. Nobody really ate good. I'm just being real. Like, I was the only one that really ate pretty much clean. I would go out and eat every now and then, but I made sure, I was really, really disciplined at one point in time as far as dealing with the Nuwaubian nation. I would eat like once a day or something like that. I really didn't play like the fast food restaurants and stuff like that, but the W and everybody else was. Let me tell you something, man. I'm just gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? According to him, I'm in hot water, so I might as well just make it scalding hot and get 3rd-degree burns. It's crazy. Like, I seen this man. I went to New York with him one time. A New York trip to get bootleg movies and stuff. I seen this man quite a few times. Go to Dunkin' Donuts, get coffee and donuts, and it's just like I'm sitting here like, yo, really, like we supposed to be in the most profound organization. We supposed to have the most profound teacher, yet and still our organization and our teacher, we're unhealthy. And it's like nowadays the elders of the Nuwaubian nation are dropping dead one by one by one by one by one. Like, I remember one year before, I became an ex-Nuwaubian. I remember one year, I can't remember what year it was, where it was like 3 or 4 elders of the organization had died. And I'm not talking about they got shot. It was like, yo, they died from high blood pressure, heart attack, diabetes, the list goes on. There's a DVD out, right? I used to own it. But of course, I sold all of my stuff. It's a DVD called When Dr. Sebi Meets the Nuwaubians, right? If I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it. It's somewhere around that title, right? And Dr. Sebi actually met the Nuwaubians, and he said on the DVD that he is now a Nuwaubian. So he's introducing the Nuwaubians to alkaline water and alkaline foods and all the rest of that stuff, right? So at the end of the, I don't know what you call it, but it was meeting or whatever, he asked the audience, do you have any questions? And you should have seen the amount of Nuwaubians that were just sick. Like, it was one shot where it was this Nuwaubian, he had the tarbush on. I think it was a female or a male. I can't remember, but they had the tarbush on, and he staggered. They staggered. It was just atrocious to look at, to see so many Nuwaubians in bad, poor shape, health. And here they are asking questions that they should have asked their master teacher. Pt.21 should have known all of this information and knowledge, but he didn't. I just don't understand it. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to really save souls. If anybody's a Nuwaubian, I'm more of a Nuwaubian than you all out there. Because I truly I'm going to say this. This is a side note. It's off the subject, but it just came to me. We used to say, we don't believe be in the lies of Eve, meaning that Eve lied to Adam. So we don't be in the lies of Eve. But then we turned around and said the black woman is God. That doesn't make sense. This is the point that I'm making to you. This is the reason why I know no Nuwaubians would ever have a sit down with me. Because I would ask these type of questions. Why did your doctrine change? In the books, I forgot what book it was called, what book it was. He said, believe means be in the lies of Eve. That Eve lied to Adam. And then he turned around and said the black woman is God. But let me get back to the point. So, I don't believe. I deal with facts. And when it boils down to facts, I get down to the nitty gritty. Like, for example, I'll give you a great example. How is it that the master teacher, master of the universe, had angioedema, right? And he has, and I know somebody was going to correct me, but I already knew the correction, but I had to put the video out anyway. But instead of 17 billion years, he has 76 trillion years of knowledge. 76 trillion years of knowledge. Listen to what he said. Listen to the doctrine. He has 76 trillion years of knowledge, but yet and still, he doesn't have the cure for his own angioedema. He had to get a gray to come down, named Krill, to heal him of his angioedema. I don't understand that. I don't understand how this man is the master of the universe, the master teacher, Pt.21. He has several beings incarnated in him. He has 76 trillion years of knowledge. How is it that he couldn't figure out how to cure his own self of his angioedema? And that's the point that I'm trying to make. I'm not your enemy. I'm not Nuwaubians. I'm not Sabians. I'm here to set the record straight. And that's like real talk. I'm really here to set the record straight. Like I no longer have a grudge. I no longer feel bitter. I no longer hate, your organization or group. I just don't like how Dr.York has literally used you all, and you all don't realize that y'all are nothing but clones. That's it. Y'all don't have a mind of your own. You all are not gods, you are slaves. You worship that man. And it's crazy. I'm gonna end it with this. You grown men out there, I'm gonna say this straight up. That wanna hurt me, You never met me before ever in your life, but you wanna hurt me. You wanna fight me. You wanna, as one of the dudes told me in the comment section, and I've had DMs on my Instagram and emails, told me that he wanted to rearrange my face, right? I come from the 90s. I've gotten fights over a girl. I mean, no disrespect to the LGBTQ community. So when I say this is not geared towards you all. I've gotten fights over a woman. When I hear a man, a grown man, say that they want to rearrange my face over another man, that sounds gay to me. You want to hurt me because it's over over a man? That's gay. Just want to let you know that whenever you want to harm me and it's about Dr. York, that is gay. Other than that, I want you to like, subscribe, definitely share this video.